Hi, my name is Kayla Foster.
How would you describe your everyday life as a teenager?
My everyday life is pretty busy with school assignments, and then I usually have 2 practices, sometimes 3 a day, so pretty busy.
Also qualifying for state is Cedric Bolden from Wisconsin Lutheran with a time of
I would say for sure a positive. I personally don't like when I don't have anything to do, and it just gives me something else to focus on outside of school and like family, and it also has given me like some of my best friends. Sports is a huge way I like bond through that, so yeah.
Have you ever felt burnt out, and what does that look like for you?
I definitely have felt burnt out before. Sometimes when I get home from a double practice at like 10 o'clock, I still have to shower, 3 assignments due, test in the morning. I can freak out a little bit, but usually the weekends, if I don't have like a tournament or something, like helps me reset.
I'm Morris.
Dulce playing.
I'm Nolan Colson.
Alright. How would you describe your everyday life as a teenager?
Boring.
Sad.
Simple.
What are the positives and the negatives that sports have brought you?
Sports have brought me all of my friendships and practically my whole mindset that I've gone through my entire teenage years.
My future.
Brought me a lot of friends and also gave me some injuries. So.
Has sports ever affected your mental health? How and
Yes. I would say every football season it kind of takes a toll on me depending on how I perform, and even during track, which I'm not like the biggest fan of, just how my solo performance is, it kind of affects my mood.
Yeah, I broke my back. Pretty demoralizing.
Injuries just take a toll on the mind.
Riley Lee.
how would you describe your everyday life as a teenager?
I would say, I don't know, I go out a lot. I try to hang out with my friends. I get a lot of food. I'm always driving. I don't know. Bitch.
When do you feel like you're most yourself?
Probably when I'm out with friends, honestly.
How has sports ever affected your mental health?
Absolutely. I feel like doing sports at Hale has like taken a toll on my mental health, but has also brought me to a lot new people and have helped me make a lot of friends.
Have you ever felt burnt out, and what has that looked like for you?
I definitely have felt burnt out. That pretty much looks like me laying in bed, not really getting up, just kind of on my phone. I don't really go to school when I'm burnt out.
My name's Tori Lee, and I do track and volleyball.
From Brookfield Central with a throw of 159.
I'd say it's pretty busy trying to like do school and sports at the same time.
In second place, Evan Wozniak from Arrowhead with a throw of 159 feet.
It makes my drive like to want to do better in life a lot like bigger, but it can also be harsh knowing that like I feel like I have to prove myself to other people and to myself.
174 feet 9 inches. Congratulations
Have you ever
to
felt
these
burnt
state
out? What did that look
qualifiers
like for you?
in the
yeah,
boys
like
district.
when I was doing 3 sports at a time, you just like drain your body, you get really tired, and just like mentally you're just kind of like done with it.
Sullivan Koya.
My first question for you is, what are you escaping from when you play?
I'd say just normal anxieties and stresses of everyday life. It's kind of just something that's been fun my whole life. So I just think of it not as have something I have to do, but get to do.
How would you describe your everyday life when you were a teenager?
Systematic, like routine. A lot of the same thing every day, building good habits. So.
All right, my last question for you is, what do people not see behind the scenes of being a student athlete?
All the school. So it's like a lot of people go there expecting, you hear stories of fake classes, all this, that, and the third. Not really true in my experience. So I think that's the one thing people underestimate is like how important the school part is.
My name's Alyssa Walker. I'm the athletic trainer here at Hale.
Has sports ever affected your mental health in a positive or a negative way?
I'd say, I guess, positive way. It gives you structure and kind of gives you like something to work towards, and you know, you're like, you meet a lot of people and you make a lot of friends, right? And like, it's just good memories. I guess bad thing would be, you know, sometimes there's going to be someone you don't like and you got an issue with, whether it's a coach or it's a parent, it's a teammate. I've definitely gotten into it with like coaches before, so as an athlete too.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Have you ever felt burnt out, and what did that look like for you?
Yeah, I guess that's normal. I feel like to experience burnout. My burnout was more like when I played sports, I decided I wasn't going to play in college. I played year-round soccer, like pretty much from, I don't know, like 5 until 18. And I think I was like 16, 17 when I just decided I was going to play for fun. And that was probably the best thing I could do for my mental health, honestly. It was less stress and I played better.
Jalen Halver. Okay, so my first question for you is, how would you describe your everyday life as a teenager?
My everyday life as a teenager is pretty smooth, you know. I go to work, go to school. School is pretty stressful, but, you know, we get through the days, continue.
All right, my second question for you is, what are you escaping from when you're playing that sport?
I'm escaping from, like, real life situations that go on outside of the sport, you know, going through friendships and how the environment is around school. I know, like, high school is pretty hard, so you just escape away from everything when you play the sport.
All right. When do you most feel like yourself?
When do I most feel like myself? When I'm around my friends, especially the ones that's, like, very supportive around me, you know. Ones I look up to, my sisters, you know.
All right. My last question for you is, have you ever felt burnt out? What did that look like for you?
Have I ever felt burnt out? I would say, yeah, I'm juggling a lot of sports and work and, like, trying to be the best I could be in school, like, all around for, like, grades and stuff. I would say I juggle with a lot. Burnt out, I wouldn't say I look burnt out, or, like, nobody around me would know I was burnt out, but, you know, keep it going.
My name is Montreal Hobbs.
Hobie Love.
All right, so my first question for you guys is, what were you escaping from when you were playing your sport?
I was escaping from life. I grew up in the inner city of Milwaukee. During that time, my mom was sick. I had lost my dad when a couple years before college. So for me, basketball was an outlet just of being able to mentally clear my mind from a lot of life stuff that was going on.
For me, I don't know if I would like consider like running away from anything, but I always liked it the competition of running. So it was more of just kind of like learning how to run and compete. I just enjoyed that.
All right. My last question for you guys would be, has sports ever affected your mental health?
No. It actually just made things better for me. It never negatively impacted my mental health at all. Like I said before, it was kind of just an outlet for me more than it was something that I could see as being negative.
Yeah, similar response. Like I said, I enjoyed running, loved the competitions, but like you win some, you lose some. That's how I always seen it.
My name's Russ.
My name's Tommy.
My name's Anthony.
My name's Sean.
All right, so my first question for you is, what do people not see behind the scenes of a student athlete?
The hard work, the early mornings, the two-a-days, you know, staying focused while in school, concentrating and everything, you know, dealing with life in general, you know, trying to keep a steady mind while you know, still chasing your, you know, goals and everything.
Same question. Yeah, I'd say definitely like in high school and college, especially the hardest part's probably juggling like work as well as like working an actual job as well as schoolwork, and also, making sure you don't miss any practices to really make sure you're, able to actually like afford playing and all that fun stuff.
I would say the commitment and dedication to just the goal that you have, realizing that everything takes time and perspective, always working towards a common goal and working as a team.
I'd say what those guys said, like school, work, balancing that, but then also balancing like who your teammates are. Everyone has different stuff going on in their lives outside of the sport, so sometimes focus levels can be different and commitment can be different. It might not mean that they care any less, but sometimes they just got other stuff going on in their life that can take precedence. So making sure you're there for your teammates.
All right, my second question is, what would younger you think about who you are now?
I think younger me would be glad that I'm still staying active and finding a way to get outside, meet new people. Like all these guys here, I didn't really know any of them probably like 2 years ago. So it's good to just meet new people. I think I'd be pretty proud of how far I've come in the last like 4 or 5 years, and just hope that I can keep doing that, I suppose.
I would say younger me would be proud of who I am today, realizing that life has lots of ups and downs, but always keeping your head up and just mental toughness. Keep pushing. Life gets hard, but you got to keep going.
I'd say younger me'd probably be pretty proud of who I am today, just due to mainly due to actually all the achievements that come from staying active and playing a sport for so long, especially in college. All those extra accolades just coming from athletics themselves. Really just a great thing to look back on.
My younger self would be like, well, I would say to my younger self, stick with it, because there was times and gaps where I gave up and everything, and I just kind of relaxed on everything and just let it be what it was instead of like actually fighting for what I wanted. So that's why I tell my younger self, because it's a lot of growth in it.
All right, and my last question for you guys are, what were you escaping from when you played?
Troubles, it escapes, like when your mind clouded, you get to have fun. In general, you get to be with other people, see them enjoy the experience, and everything like that, yeah.
I definitely say school and work. It's like when you really got a full schedule like that and, you're a student athlete, it's really like the only free time you have you spent doing your athletics, so really just the rest of life.
Yeah, I think for me it was just escaping the realities of life. When you're on the court or field or whatever, just take the time to appreciate what you have and always, give it your all.
I'd agree. I'd say like stress from like school or work. I think a lot of the guys out here have jobs, and we kind of come out here right when we get off work. So, you might have a hard day at work, long day at work. You're a little stressed out, but come out here, hang out with the guys, get a good workout in. You just feel better afterwards. You feel like you can go home and just kind of be mentally reset before you get into your night, and then wake up and do it again.